This movie will help you understand how sharps and flats work when dealing with the regions of the keyboard that have two adjacent white notes with no black key between them, E to F and B to C. Let's quickly review sharps and flats, which are always named in reference to the white keys of the piano. Remember, a sharp moves from a white key up to the nearest note. So, starting at C, we would move up to the adjacent black key to arrive at C sharp. Flats move down to the nearest note, so starting at D, we would move down to the next black key, which we would call D flat. The black key between C and D thus has two names, C sharp and D flat. Remember, when the same note is spelled with two different names, they're called enharmonic equivalents. Thus, C sharp and D flat are enharmonic equivalents. Let's first work with sharps. We move up from D to arrive at D sharp. However, when we move up from E, there is no adjacent black note. The nearest note is F, another white key. As strange as it seems, we still call that nearest adjacent note up from E an E sharp. The F key thus has two names, F and E sharp. They are enharmonic equivalents, the same note spelled two different ways. Most of the time, we'll call it an F, but later in the class we'll run into situations where we must call it an E sharp. Let's move quickly through the rest of the sharps. Here's F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, and B. Moving from B to B sharp, we again find that there is no black key to move to. The nearest adjacent note, which is a white key, is C. Therefore, B sharp and C are enharmonic equivalents, the same note spelled two different ways. On to flats. We'll start at the top with C. To arrive at C flat, we move down to the nearest adjacent note, but find no black key to move to, so we move instead to the nearest white key, B. Therefore, C flat and B are two different names for the same note, or enharmonic equivalents. We now move easily down through B, B flat, A flat, G, G flat, and to F. To arrive at F flat, we move to the nearest adjacent key down from F, which is the white key E. Thus F flat and E are enharmonic equivalents. From E we move down to E flat, D, D flat, and finally back to C. I hope this helps your understanding of what I call the adjacent white key areas of the keyboard. This is the Prof, signing off. See you online.